When I was at school, career advice was practically non-existent. To be honest, the career advice I ever received was from my parents. Now, my parents are not medics, but I do have a few uncles and cousins. However, they weren't around when I was growing up. They grew up in Nigeria, so they weren't really a direct influence on me. For now, I would say to young people growing up that it's important to try and determine what you like and what you have an interest in, because potentially this is a job that you'll be doing for many, many years. And unfortunately, we live in a society where there's so much focus on how much money you take home, making an impact, being on the Instagram, things that really look pretty for the outside world. But it's really important to do something that looks pretty to yourself. Medicine is a great career, but it's a very hard career and it's an arduous training program. And so I always say to people that they have to be very, very committed. The great thing about medicine is that there are so many areas within medicine, and you can always find an area that suits you. But I think that we don't place enough emphasis on the humanities and the arts, something that I would have loved to focus on a bit more when I was at school. And I think younger people now have the opportunity to do so. It may not bring you all the wealth that you desire, but it will bring you satisfaction. Sometimes it requires taking some time out in between school or college before you pick your degree at university. But I think that's a great thing, because actually to be the best person that we could be and to make the best impacts and positive impacts that we possibly could give is to know ourselves and also to have a bit of worldly experience. Something I didn't do. I went straight from school into university, and I don't think my feet touched the ground long enough for me to understand who I am and what my greatest assets and strengths were. But this is generally my advice to students now. I know that there's a lot of pressure to make up one's mind very early, but I think taking a year or two out actually is an asset rather than a disadvantage.